Alright, I'm up here this morning at day 2. We're going to start making some cuts here onto the driver's side. And I think I'm going to try and match what I did over on the passenger side pretty close. Bigger notch in the back, slightly more rotted in the back. And then move in towards the front. A little bit tighter. It's kind of just rotted where it was gapped. And then we'll start going after the frame pieces that go around the gas tank. So I'm doing some of the framing now. Just kind of wanted to show a little bit of the detail. I had to replace this piece on the front of the gas tank. It was just totally rotted out. As you can tell, there's still some rot going on in these other ones, but I'm going to fiberglass it in, and it should be strong enough. Had to replace a piece right there. I'll refiberglass that back in. And then this little notch, I'm going to have the runner board that comes across. It's really going to rest on this one. But this is solid enough. Mount the floor back into it over here. Mount the floor back into it. A little bit spongy here, but good enough. Got these notches cut. I will have to cut some more because there's going to be 2x4 that runs across the top of the tank. I need to measure out where that is. I think there's actually 2x4s. There's one that sits here, and there's one that sits up here. That strap across to support the roof of the tank. And then I need to cut the piece for this side, which is going to stop. It doesn't go all the way. Alright, a little bit later, got another update here. I put most of my wood chunks in and resined everything. As you can see, I've got that cross member repaired, fiberglassed on each end. I just epoxied the shit out of this one. It's not that strong, but it's okay. It's going to be epoxied. This one, all epoxied and fiberglassed in. The one in the front, all epoxied in. The main cross beam here, that's epoxied and fiberglassed. Basically what I did is I took the paintbrush, I painted every single edge of it in the epoxy, and then I layered one layer of fiberglass and kind of blended it in. As you can kind of see right there, it's like the edge of the fiberglass up in here. So just one layer to kind of give it a little bit more strength. You can see that up in here, one layer. And then after this cures a little bit, I'm going to put the tank in. I got the rubber pieces that go underneath it. So I'll put the rubber pieces down, I'll set the tank down, and then I will epoxy every square inch of this board and that board and hammer them in. Well, here we are on day 3, and the glue is set. This resin is pretty fucking serious, I'm not gonna lie. So, there's no fasteners in here at all. That is just the glue, and I cannot budge it. It is, and it's to the kind of nasty wood here. I mean, it is solid. So that's good news. Everything looks like it set. And that's gonna need some more. I kind of pulled away. It's alright, I got more resin. And it also kind of pulled away. Oh well. So next is these 2x4s. Need to get coated and put in. And then I think I'm actually going to screw these down. Little update. Got caught out in the rain a little bit earlier, so I got the fan to make sure everything dries out. But getting ready to cut my last piece of wood for the front. As you can tell, everything fits in pretty nicely. I put little curves in here to make sure there's no sharp edges where it's going to be accessible, working around the engine bay. Yep, so time to measure out and cut the last piece. Alright, so I finally got all the floor in. Pieces are cut to shape. I like how nice and sturdy everything is. I got my hole cut for my ski storage. Turned out just perfectly. So all it's left to do now is I'm going to put these pieces in the garage. I'll epoxy the back sides of them all and seal them. And then tomorrow we will start getting into final assembly, glassing the floor together.